Welcome, everybody. I can hardly see any one of you, but I hope you see us. At least the light tells me that you should see us. We have now 2 format case studies. First, in this 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes about the format, the taste. And the idea is that we unravel the inside story from scratch to screen, and obviously, as we are at MIP, the international rollout, which basically means the beyond. So please welcome, representing the taste, Karrie Wolfe from Kinetic Content, all the way from Santa Monica. She'll probably be explaining the creative side of that format. And then we have Henrik Pabst, who will tell you something about the business side of things, since he represents the distribution, being with Red Arrow International. So the floor is yours.
Do you want to show the promo first? Or we do?
Oh, yeah, first of all, apologize, I'm a bit sick, so it'll sound a bit strange. But thanks for coming and joining us. We will take you on a short 20 minutes journey through the taste, which was developed by Kinetic Content, one of our companies that belongs to Red Arrow Entertainment Group. So I'll pass over the word to Karrie to introduce her, and then we gotta have a look at a short promo so that you are familiar with the show, and then you really get the whole track from the idea to the status quo where we are now, including all the ancillary rights stuff, sponsorship, EGs. So questions always welcome, and yeah. Karrie?
I'm Karrie Wolfe at Kinetic, and I run the development team there. And the taste, which we're going to see in a second, was an internally developed idea we came up with about a year and a half ago. So we can show a promo, and then I'll talk you through it.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
Now that's sexy. I'm happy to hear that.
Boom.
Across America, thousands were invited to cook for us.
I'm a home cook. I'm a professional chef.
Look who's sitting up there.
4 mentors. Each need 4 cooks to join our kitchen. We handpick our teams, judging the taste blind. We won't know who's cooking for us. We don't know the ingredients. What is it? Any thoughts?
Whoa.
And what I'm tasting.
Mystery to me.
We won't know anything about their story. We won't even see the presentation of the dish. And you know what? We won't even care.
How f***ed up is that?
I need to find out who it is.
I'm dying to know.
Ready?
Let's find out.
It all made sense.
Look, I gotta be honest with you. This is appalling.
That offended me more.
Oh, just a second. No.
This was a food crime.
All right.
We judge entirely on the taste before we get to meet you, and I feel like the smartest son of a bitch in the room to have you join my team.
Yeah. We're gonna have such fun in my kitchen.
I'd love to have you in my team.
Thank you. That food may have been the best food we ate all competition. Consider joining my team.
You have to make a decision between Ludo or malarkey.
I'm gonna go with Ludo. Yes! Oh, that was the one.
All our team are complete.
Our 4 kitchens are going head to head.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go!
Give it a shot.
You need to feel it. Can you feel it?
Feel it.
More.
Taste this and decide. Oh, that looks so delicious.
Cooks against cooks.
Why are you gonna fight about it?
I'm a
Mentors against mentors.
Ludo, this is supposed to be about love today, my friend.
I'm not your friend!
It's gonna get messy. Don't make me do that again, like ever.
Said you wanted al dente. There's no al dente?
Call me chef, not Ludo.
Yeah, call me chef, chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Oh, God.
The Then we hand over judging duties to some of the greatest chefs in America.
What do you think that tang is?
Is that lamb?
That tasted great.
The four of us will be tasting the solo taste test blind. We got to get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Every tasting we do is blind.
Is that Gruyere?
The panini?
What's the protein?
The fish?
Yeah. It's a fish taco.
I don't know.
We won't know whether what we're tasting has been cooked by someone on our team.
Or somebody else's.
We could end up eliminating one of our own.
Oh, this is just unbelievable.
You did pick your own teammate as the worst?
Okay, man, I know, okay. Shut up, man. I know.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And then we debate to see who's going home.
You fear
It was
this guy.
easy for a professional chef to do that. You should go home, you guys.
This pissed me off.
Each week, two will be eliminated until only one remains. Sorry to say goodbye to you. Only four of you remain. And tonight, one of you will be the first ever winner of the taste.
Get ready, get set, go.
This is it, this is it.
Whoever makes a mistake is going home. Every single second counts. Boom, boom, boom.
All of them are going to choke.
Last spoon of the whole thing?
Beautiful.
They were all awesome for completely different reasons.
We don't know which of you has cooked what, so it's absolutely as much a surprise for us.
Let's get it over with.
The winner of the taste is...
So yeah, that's the taste. It premiered in January and just ended a few weeks ago. And it's interesting, kind of. I'll talk you through how it came to be. We're all big foodies at my company, and we were surrounded by amazing restaurants in LA. And we were talking about how all of the cooking competition shows in the States, they're really more about the stories behind the competitors, and they're about the food presentation and if something looks beautiful and different and creative. And we were saying, but when you go out to eat, it's really, of course it's about the presentation, but it's about if it's good or not. So we took that general idea and we decided to create a format out of it. And we took that simple concept, and we figured it's a great concept, but we're going to need something else that we need to package it with to help sell it and make it, one of those shows that the networks just can't say no to. So we figured we should probably attach somebody in the food space who, is kind of prolific in one way or another. And we thought of Anthony Bourdain. He's rogue, he's a rebel, he's never done network TV, he's very honest with what he likes and what he doesn't like. What?
He's written a book as well.
Yeah, he wrote Kitchen Confidential, which was like, a great, great book. So we approached him through his attorney. I mean, we thought, what the hell, And he instantly loved it. He loved the idea. He said, I get it right away. And he said, I want to be attached to it. So from there, with his help, we approached Nigella, because we thought, well, let's go in with 2 judges. And she, a friend of Anthony's, heard the idea, and she also loved it and got it right away. So with that kind of package, because Nigella had never done, American television in that way, or she was never a judge or a mentor. So, we took Anthony with us on all the pitches, and ABC bought it.
So you basically cast it even before you pitched it?
We did. We cast it, and we shot a promo with Nigella in London. We shot it with her in her house, and Anthony in New York, and we actually edited it together, so it was seamless, and approached all the networks. But Anthony was in the room because he was so passionate about the idea, and sold it right away to ABC. I mean, they said, we've been wanting to work with you for
Tell us about the pitch.
I mean, it was, first of all, they were so excited to see Anthony, because Anthony is just, he's loved by so many people, and again, like he had never done anything like this. And so, and ABC, you know, had said, we've wanted to work with you for so long, but, you know, you've never, you know, accepted any of the shows we threw at you. You never seemed interested in doing anything, and he never was, but this was just the right time and the right idea. So yeah, so we sold it. Originally 8 episodes, but they wanted to elongate the first episode and to create 2 episodes out of it. So it became 9 hour-long episodes.
Something that kind of strikes me when I see it, I mean, the first thought that came to my mind is like, you know, is this The Voice but cooking? But with The Voice, you kind of get, you know, people get the talent by hearing how someone sings. Now, if that's about taste, that's a bit difficult to translate on television. And was that an issue when creating the format, how you get the taste actually in the center of it if the audience can't taste what they have cooked?
Yeah, I mean, we still had it, we still made sure it was extremely visual and that you got to see them prepare all the meals. And so when we were casting judges, the other 2 judges, we wanted the 2 judges to be really articulate, really expressive in the way they, you know,
you could see.
So as a viewer, you were watching it, and you could tell how it. I mean, they were very articulate.
Probably have close-ups.
Yeah,
work.
but we showed you know, from the beginning to the end how everything was made. So, so yeah. And the other thing, one thing that differentiates it is that component, you know, stretches through the whole series until the last episode, unlike The Voice, which is, you know, the first few episodes, and then it's on to a more traditional performance show. And also, the judges themselves were really involved in that they were helping their contestants with the preparation. They were in the kitchens, and they didn't realize it, but they were often voting their own contestants off the show, which was a different component.
Well, looking at the business side of things, you know, with 7 minutes left.
Okay, 7 minutes left, so I'd rather be quick. It's difficult for a distributor to bring a show to MIPCOM when you do not even have a pilot to show or a track record in place, and that was the case here. So what we've decided together with Kinetic is to take it out because we were so convinced by the idea, and we just shot a promo. I think it was 2:30. Based on this promo, I think the sales team did a great job by selling this into more than 7 straight production orders without having seen any footage at all from the US version. And while we closed all these deals during and after MIPCOM, we already started to work on the possible adaptation for Germany. And so that was the time where we've been in very close contact with Kinetic, understanding what they actually produce, transfer this to Europe, to our clients, see what do they need to change. Do we need to be a bit more longer? Do we maybe need to concentrate in Europe more on the characters? Do we need to concentrate more on the food? Does it need to be a bit more cozy, warm? Whatever, all these things were things that we discussed in parallel while the show was shot for the first time in the US. Having said that, we had the airing of the first episodes, which then led us into even more sales and more to come and will be announced at MIP now. Besides that, the ready-made of a show like this in the US with stars like Nigella and Anthony is something that is highly requested on the market, and not only on channels like the Food Channel or stuff like that, but quite on main channels. For sure, great buzz, social media, everything you need. Another thing, Karrie, you can maybe let us know something. Normally, brands jump on TV shows when they are in the 2nd season or 3rd season. This concept convinced the agencies so heavily that we started from the first show on by integrating products in the way that it doesn't come over for the viewer at home like an advertisement, but we integrated them in the way that we really got a nice response, from the agency, which is important for us as a distributor, obviously.
That's the nice thing about cooking shows as well.
Yeah, but it's perfect. But normally a cooking show needs to have a track record in place, that somebody jumps on this. And if you look at the list of brands that we integrated already in the US show, this was pretty impressive. Having said that, we are working now, while we roll it out on an exclusive partnership with one of the big brands here, I can't name it, you will read it. That means we try to partner up on all products that can come along with a cooking show. If it is an application, if it is it's a book, it's another ancillary ride, it's an off-air campaigns, all that kind of stuff. So we are working very close with the brand to roll this out while we shoot the show. So that was something. You want to add something?
No, we were just careful not to make it seem like a commercial, you know, with the brands. We didn't want it. We wanted it to feel organic. So
I'm a commercial guy.
What?
I am a commercial guy.
Yeah, but we were really careful in that. We, you know, Unilever has Hellmann's and Best Foods, which is basically the same thing. They're called different names based on where you live in the country, but. You know, Ford, we had the contestants driving in, and they drove to a farmer's market in their Ford, and at one point kind of, you know, showed this new Ford car, how you can click, you can touch the bottom of the back of the car and the trunk rises. And, but we kind of made, and Whole Foods, you know, who are great, provided the food, and Williams-Sonoma, provided all the stovetops and all the cooking utensils, but we made sure to just, you know, keep it organic and about the creative.
The one thing that, I mean, it's very interesting when you begin selling something and okay, you have a commission from ABC, but you don't have the show on air, the ratings, you don't have any visuals. It's hard to speak to the imagination of a client when you don't have anything on tape. Nevertheless, there seemed to have been something that they bought into, which kind of brings you back that there must be some strong idea and a moment where at least buyers or broadcasters are looking for something. And if that would be the case, what would you think, what was the key message that kind of echoed with them to buy into it and not wait until the ratings come?
I think having seen... there are so many cooking shows out there, and everybody thought there can't be a new twist on the cooking show.
And talent shows as well.
Yeah.
And to whomever we spoke, and this concept is easily pitched, you have the team challenge and you have the blind tasting on the single elimination. So we have two big drama points in the show. And then on top, that the judges can eliminate their own candidate is something we haven't seen before. So this is an elevator pitch. And this elevator pitch convinced the people to jump into this. Another thing is that we decided to do from the beginning on, because we are in the digital age, as we all know, and normally most of the broadcasters are going to work with apps, so we partnered up in the same way that ITV did it with with a company in Israel, the Screens Boys, which are amazing. So what we have with every sale that's coming along, we have the app in place, and this is a fantastic app. I'd like to give you a little clip on this one so that you know what we have there. Can you please play?
What can you do with fresh mint leaves, a couple of juicy plums, a stem of green onion, a cup of yogurt, and a mobile device? Stuffed plums on a bed of refreshing yogurt. And this is just one of many delicious recipes that are available at your fingertips. Screens presents the Appetite Cooking Application. Choose a recipe by cuisine, a type of dish, or just tell the app what you have in your fridge. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Whenever you need to see the next step, just wave at your mobile, or operate it using your voice. Next step, please. The cooking application is a great digital extension for your televised cooking show. It can be tailored to your needs, feature a dynamic glossary, or enable in-app purchases. The Appetite Cooking application already has a proven track record of user satisfaction, be it on the iPhone, iPad, PC, or Android. Bon appetit!
What kind of, I mean, screens, they come from Israel, so you have an idea from the US, someone who kind of runs the show, and you get the digital guys in from Israel, which tells you something probably about how wide the net of Red Arrow spans.
I mean, Red Arrow has got a footprint in Israel. We've partnered up with July August, creator of Still Standing. So
was that already for the US version as well, that screen?
No, okay. No, but we thought, why should we wait for season 2 or 3 to come up with something that should be normal nowadays? If you look at the behavior of especially the younger audience, I don't know any of them who sits alone and just watches television and is not communicating to his friends, is not picking up the recipes, and in the long run you will order, I think that you will order lots of your stuff, including food, through things like these applications. So that is the digital part of the business. I mentioned it earlier, the product placement, sponsorship and everything that comes along is seen from our end as a support to the show. And some quick words on Europe. The European version will be slower. If you've seen the Americans are a bit faster than we are, especially the Germans. So we will take more time to look at the candidates to understand who they are, get a little bit more profiled.
We measure the recipes probably. So.
Yeah, we concentrate on the food again, so that we really know what's going on, who's cooking this. Therefore, not like in the US where we had a commercial hour. We are going, I think, in nearly every deal I've done for 90 minutes. That seems to be a nice length. Yeah, that's the outlook for the European version, and maybe Karrie some words.
For the US version, ironically, we're going to make it so that they get right into the competition for season 2. And of course, we'll have packages on the contestants who are going to be going forward. But I think for season 2, we'll speed it up a little bit, bring the competition to the first episode, because that's really the show. So.
Well, thank you. Just looking at the floor and not seeing any one of you, are there any questions? And if so, shout out loud, because I probably will not see any one of you raising a hand. So no one shouts. Something over there? What was that? Ah, okay. Yes.
Hi, how are you? How many hours to shoot?
Who are you? So that.
Sorry, Dario Turavosky from Argentina, Telefe broadcaster. How many hours to shoot a show, one episode?
How many hours do we shoot? One episode?
Yes.
Around 3.
More questions?
Those are already Bible questions. Any more Bible questions?
I mean, it varies, but you know.
So you can see them, stopping asking Bible questions.
I think it was very quick, but we only had 20 minutes, and we tried to give you the scope of how we rolled it out from a commercial perspective, but also having the editorial part in here. And please keep all your fingers crossed. We're going to be on air in autumn in many territories, and when we see each other next time at MIPCOM, maybe we have more to tell, or a new good idea from Kinetic. Nobody knows. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.